If you or someone you know has been busted, here's what Indiana law says about possession of a controlled substance. I'm Matt Chappell, and I've been an Indiana trial lawyer since 1998. And I can tell you this, the criminal justice system is a mess. I create free videos like this so I can help people further understand how to navigate the system and not get lost in the mess that it is. So check out the rest of my content on my channel or website. Possessing a controlled substance can have severe legal consequences, such as fines, probation, and incarceration. Indiana law categorizes drugs into different schedules based on their potential for abuse and medical use. Schedule 1 substances, such as heroin and LSD, have a high potential for abuse and no accepted medical usage. But Schedule 2 substances like cocaine and methamphetamine also have a high potential for abuse, but may have limited medical use under certain circumstances. Now here's what this means to you. The more addictive and damaging a drug is, the higher the penalties will be. The penalties are going to vary depending upon the drug you get busted with and the amount that you have. So for example, if you have a kilo of cocaine and you get caught with that, your penalties, your time in prison is going to be substantial. However, if you get caught with a gram of cocaine, your penalties are going to be substantially less. And you might possibly not even spend any time in jail. Additionally, whatever criminal history you have, you know it's going to have an impact on that. But in most cases, possession of a Schedule 1 or 2 substance is going to be charged as a felony and not as a misdemeanor. And your penalties are going to be more severe. This will include getting busted for heroin, cocaine, fentanyl, methamphetamine, and opiates. And the other thing that you have to be concerned about is that if the amount of the drugs that you have, say if you have a pound or 2 of weed, then they're going to be looking at you like you're going to be a dealer. Because what else are you going to do with a pound or 2 of weed? It's not reasonable from the court's perspective that that's for personal use. In that case, marijuana would be charged as felony. If there's any type of dealing involved, marijuana will be charged as a felony. Let's say, for example, that you picked up a little bit of weed because you wanted to smoke a joint. That would be considered personal use, and the most that you would get charged with would be a misdemeanor. Typically what happens is that people that have a small amount of marijuana for personal use also have paraphernalia. And so there will normally be paraphernalia charges along with that. Those are most always misdemeanors, low misdemeanors like a B or a C misdemeanor. Several times a week I get calls from somebody who just got popped for the first time. He's got some meth, it's not a large amount, but that'll be charged as a level 6 felony, which is the lowest felony that there is in Indiana. And the penalties for a level 6 felony, 2.5 years in jail or a fine. On the other hand, if you get caught with a large amount of meth and you're involved in dealing, then you're likely to go to prison for anywhere from 5 to 10 years. And if there's a gun involved, then you've got big time problems. So the best you can do if you're using drugs is leave your gun at home. Now, if you happen to find yourself on the wrong side of this discussion here today, and you get busted and you have to do time in prison, the most important thing that you can ask for at your sentencing is RWI. That is recovery while incarcerated. Typically what happens is if the judge permits you to have RWI, then your chances of being able to get your sentence modified are pretty substantial. Here's the bottom line. If you get in trouble with drugs, you need to seek out an attorney. Feel free to give me a call anytime. We'll be more than happy to set up an appointment, or if you're in jail, I'll come visit you. I'm Matt Chappell. Give me a call.